Hello everyone. It's Rodion time. So far we've done these IDs for solos, and today, today we're doing Divya Rubia. I'm a little bit worried because she has a tendency to kill herself, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Thankfully for the SP part of it, that triggers at end of turn, but Faith triggers at the start of the next turn, so as long as I get Faith somewhat early, SP shouldn't be an issue. Hello Molar, welcome to the stream. So I think I'm going for Incorp floor 1. I could go here, Rupture and Bind, but it's just not too impactful, I don't think. I will likely need to use a lot of ego, especially later in the run. So I would like to pick up a resource gift early. We did not find what I was hoping for, so we're going to reset real quick. As you can see, I did manage to pull Alan Gregor. I also got Ishmael, but I have not uptied or used her yet. Okay. Finally caught a stream. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Hopefully we don't have to reset too many times. Ishmael looks good, but unfortunately your luck is terrible. Oh no. How many pulls did you do without getting her? What's the damage? 30 announcers, no IDs, wow. 70 so far. It took me 70 to get both of them. So you must be close. That's definitely how it works. Okay. Can I see what I want? I want Faith and Erosion, but actually showing Blood Red Mane. I think the plan for my ending skill deck is to have 2 skill 2s and 4 skill 3s. Something like that. Shard her next Valfurgus, yeah. That's entirely reasonable. How many refreshes does it take to find Blood Red Mane? You'll have to bear with not having every Ishmael for a little while. Okay. Again with the wrong gift showing up. Might need to start doing this part before I begin stream. It shouldn't take this long. I'm not looking for like a keyword list tier 3. This is a pack specific gift. The candy would help? Yeah, I mean, the goal is to just end every turn with full health. So like using an ego at the end of the turn, once we're at the point that we have that much Courier Trunk. But I will of course never say no to a hidden boss gift. If I don't see Blood Red Mane here, I will probably just choose one. I don't want to keep resetting forever. Show me. You know what? I'll just go Outcast. Gives me an easy start to the run. That's the enemy start with a rupture stack. The game's not giving me what I want today. I'm sure I will get one event on Hell's Chicken and it won't be one of the ones I want either.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
Fruit isn't terrible. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how Rupture is going to go, honestly. Because all of my skills stop inflicting Rupture, and I barely have any inflictions on my skills to begin with. So I might not be able to actually maintain a Rupture stack. Drill does help at least, though.
길좀 막지 마.
KJ 배달 보조 및 통제 시퀀스 실행. 침착하게 판로를 선택하십시오.
As for our side goal today, of getting as many courier trunks as possible, it doesn't actually matter between my skill 1s and skill 2s what I use once I'm above 15. So I kind of just have to use more skills and avoid skill 3s, I guess.
실력 상승
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
I'll be happy if I get like above 60. That's kind of an arbitrary number. I really do not know how that's going to go. But if I can get like 64 or something, I would be happy with it. 2 fights right at the beginning is very good. It's a lot of starting cost. Bridle is useful, but it doesn't save me. The T-Corp badge should save me though, so I definitely want that even more than I normally do. But yeah, Courier Trunk does percentage damage, so Bridle won't help there. Unless it's letting me get a larger shield somehow.
기운 차 보인다.
찰떡 손패라도 해줬던 거에 비해 이거 먹으면 힘이 나니까.
Or if it like affects rounding.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 뒤흔들었어. 이대로면
Yeah, I guess it would still be a percentage, so even if it's a larger shield, it would still do just as much damage to the shield.
항상 인력난에 시달리거든. 너희
길좀 막지 마.
괜찮다면 혹시 우리를 도와서 아니야.
We do have a gluttony skill though, so if I get lithograph, that's a lot of healing. So if I'm going for like a late game maximum courier trunks, I could like, as crazy as it sounds, maybe go to impenetrable path and get a lot of healing off of staggers. And by late game I mean 412, because after that you get tremor barrier.
내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
Yeah, Kanto 1 enemies really won't be giving me an issue here on the first floor. So let's just hope we get a good shop. I'm looking for economy and ego resources. One damage.
너희들 길좀 막지 마.
찰떡 손패라도 해줬던 거에 비해 그거 먹으면 힘이 나니까.
방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이
끌지 말고 적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
Becomes just AoE ego spam, yeah.
당신이 생각하는 것
I'm sure it will.
능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는
Like,
언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
on skill use take damage. Okay, I kind of forgot about that part. I remembered the turn in, but the skill use is the larger problem.
길좀 막지 마.
I've also equipped Indicant's trial for this run. I have never used this ego, but it has AoE, and Sanguine Desire doesn't, so I wanted to try it out. I might have just picked the worst ID for the challenge. There's no way that this is worse than, like, base Yi-Song. Yeah, Corroded Sanguine has AoE, but I can't target that. And I want to see if Indicants can, like, carry Needle and Thread. I've never given the ego a fair chance. I've just always kind of thought it was underwhelming without actually using it, so that's what today is for.
내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감.
As for this being like the worst ID to solo with, I just like can't imagine that this is worse than even LCCV Rodion. If we want to stick to Rodion, if we're saying her egos aren't great. Because LCCV Rodion has no health, 3 stagger bars, and won't be able to clash nearly as well.
찰떡 손패라도 해줬던 거에 비해는 그거 먹으면 힘이 나.
Like, I should be able to finish if I choose the correct floor. Finish before Courier Trunk is a big issue, at least most of the time. Like, if I wanted to do floor 15 Railway 5, then sure, this wouldn't be possible. Full stop Heathcliff, you just don't use a skill 3. Then you never run away. You can still clash with skill 2 and eventually drill or egos kill stuff while you evade. He's definitely not good for it, but I don't think he's the worst purely because Binds is really good. I don't think any Heathcliff can be the worst because of Binds.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
기운이 빠졌나?
길 좀 막지 마. 이럴 때 재료 손질을 해야 안 늦어지는데. 길에서 비켜.
I haven't done it myself though. Miserable to play? Yeah. It probably is. Maybe I haven't done Heathcliff yet in this mini-series. Maybe I'll do full stop in a week or 2.
세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
Okay, so the best thing for me to find here is coffee and cranes. If I could make any gift show up. These are quite good though. I will not say no to those gifts. That's not useful healing. Show me, I guess, rupture gifts. Get our first skill replaced. I'll definitely want at least 2 skill 3s. Sell for interest and heal so that people can pass checks, the standard first shop things. Oh, I haven't gone to this pack in so long. Am I fighting Apple? Is that what those resistances are? Oh no, it's calendar, okay.
단순해서 좋군. 9번
Yeah, I did not get resources nor economy gifts, but we'll deal with it.
잡자 걸.
어쩐 일로 진짜 도움이 되는 걸 걸치고 오셨네요. 길 좀 막지 마.
When is the last time I fought Doomsday Calendar?
길에서 비켜.
It's been a while.
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
Because if I'm doing a solo trying to get like easier enemies, I go to a Kanto 2 pack. 12.5 times more weighted to be the actual keyword. I've always wondered about that.
너무 이른 타이밍이긴
And
하겠지만
how like rate up works for the pack when it says like lunar memories rate up. Does that actually like mean anything?
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
걱정은 하지 않겠습니다. 어차피 이미 이길
Possibility of it just not giving you the keyword. It definitely happens, especially if you've like emptied some of those shop slots.
길좀 막지 마. 길에서 비켜.
I mean, I just did rupture refreshes and I don't think I saw rupture gifts. But I had only like 2 shop slots left.
길에서 비켜.
인재한 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
3 times more distribution.
내일도 지금처럼.
Yeah, I've always thought that the Lunar Memories one would do nothing because it's the only tier 5 gift. I kind of just assumed that it would be like you get the tier and then it tries to select which gift it is. So I like seeing confirmation from someone I trust. Hell's Chicken, Tango Marinade, perfect, okay. Hopefully if you get the chicken is chicken event. Oh. I can handle this fight, right? I'm not going to die to Courier Trunks here. He's not actually the floor boss, so he should have like 500 health or something. 800, yeah, that's still low enough.
물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 준비해두지.
너무 과했는데.
맞아. 살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 파이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시고. 다리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
I see. Lunar Memories remains a mystery.
길 좀 막지 마.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고
차포잡이라.
제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더
저는
좋구나.
언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Nice of these guys to not use the attacks that take my resources. Although I guess I don't really have resources to lose yet, because I'll have enough of the ones I generate, and if I went negative in the other ones it wouldn't matter.
보스에서 회고해야지 않겠는가?
적대 세력 감지. 훈련들이 차.
시간 끌지 말고.
죄송해요.
길에서 비켜.
진짜 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
I've seen a lot of Lunar Memories that I just passed in solo runs. It's like, oh, Lunar Memories on Sinking Deluge pack? I'm not going there.
평화로워지는 건 기쁜
I'll just
거야.
craft it later.
늦겠다. 뛰자. 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
I have found it at least 5 times. And actually, like, in the shop, bought it.
적대 세력 감지. 훈련들이 차. 강력.
Refreshed over it in the shop. I don't think I've ever done that. Because, like, you might as well buy it.
너희들 기운 차고 길좀 막지 마.
찰떡 손파이라도
Although I also only play MDE. If I was playing like normal mode runs, then there kind of wouldn't be a reason to buy
당신이
it.
생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나
해주세요.
옳은 말만 한답니다. 개체에게 일격을 가하는 데 성공했습니다. 샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 점수가 상당히 언제나 좋구나. 모두의 희생을 기리는
A lot of people are going to like underrate this ID in the future, I'm sure. Because like, oh, there's better options for Rupture. But she just does so much damage. Like, so easily.
드러낸 모양이구나.
길좀 막지 마.
페이지 1. 딜리버리 캐리어 출력 성공. 신속한 대처를 권장.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜. 폴리를 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
Yeah, by far her best ID for a while, I agree. For a while, I've thought about making a video of like the most overrated identities, and I would include Rodion in that list because I saw people recommending DHE over Deviat when they both existed, and that's just, I do not agree with that opinion.
오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러줘.
And I'm the guy that's like made 3 videos about Rodion stuff, and I still think she's overrated.
근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
Please be chickens, chicken. No, okay.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
Yeah, I mean, Rodion has discard at least, so it is somewhat reasonable to never have to use a skill 1. But that's still like, RNG, of course. Sometimes you'll start with all 3 skill 1s at the bottom of your skill deck, and, well, not much you can do about it.
제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
악당 퇴치 성공.
잠시 어지러워서 못
오늘도
봤어요.
정말 멋진 활약이었어.
뭐
내일도
또
꼭
대단한 일이라도
불러줄게.
하신 거겠죠?
세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데
Alright, can we get an economy or resource gift in this shop? And this doesn't count because it only gives me resources I have. Okay, prestige card early is very good. I am very happy to see that. I get another skill replace, and I'll just buy some other useful gifts. Probably... Oh, I can try to get Rupture, actually. Yeah, nice. I just have so much money because of prestige card. It makes such a difference. I don't think I can reasonably fuse though. I mean, I can get rid of this and those, sure. Still no resource gift. I might even not go to full stop on floor 3 if I see like grand welcome as a floor reward somewhere else.
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수가
길 좀 막지 마.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
하루 팩이라도 못 나. 알았지.
길 좀 막지 마.
Yeah, now I'm getting Rupture on the enemies quickly. Can get reusing skill 3s by the second turn. If the enemy survives, that is.
폴리를 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
적대 세력 한수. 수류들이차 공격 배달 모드.
길에서 비켜.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
길에서 비켜.
얼마나 좋습니까?
악당 퇴치 성공.
잠시 어지러워서 못
오늘도
봤어요.
정말 멋진 활약이었어.
뭐
내일도
또
꼭
대단한 일이라도
불러줄게.
하신 거겠죠?
세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
Yeah, shield for chip damage. Like, as long as fights aren't lasting incredibly long, I think this ID is good for solos, dare I say. Like, shield is nice. And I can clash and do enough damage. Where is full stop? This is tempting. If there was a resource gift here along with Jolly Plushie, I would do it. Looks like I have to pack search, okay. Maybe full stop will just have a resource gift. Can it even? Grand Welcome is available. That would be nice. No, but I do see Dark Flame Pipe as the reward, which is the main reason to go here.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
And I'm not fatal to Lust for once, so I shouldn't even have too much of an issue clearing this floor.
단순해서
I even resist fears, yeah.
길좀 막지 마.
좋은 성과를 갖고
This
돌아온다면
might be the easiest full stop floor you've ever seen.
방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 뒤흔들었어. 이대로면 승리도 시간 문제겠지?
훈련의사 강력 배달
I like to believe W Torpedo is probably crazy for solo, I'm assuming with how much shield he can generate. Is it that much? He gets like charge barrier, but isn't charge barrier only 5 shield per?
샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴
I would have
하겠지.
to look at his kit
이
in more
전투가
detail.
성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 촛불을 드는 것도 나쁘지 않겠죠.
잠시 어디까지 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
적대 세력 감지
그래서 비켜.
강력 배달 모드
그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
배치 성공.
보는 맛이 나는
오늘도 정말 멋진
일
활약이었어.
처리는 빠르게 하는
내일도
편이
꼭 불러주랴.
덜 답답한 법이지.
세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
Can I just get the gear shrapnel event and not have anything to look for in the shop?
운은 실력과도 연관되어 있죠?
No. Okay, so I'm getting this anyway, but if it's tied to a bad, like, trial, then I don't have to take it now. If it was on a base power.
왁하실 쯤 되시면 이간간 식은 좀 먹고
Max of 140 shields with 20 charge barriers.
뛰자.
I didn't realize he could get 20 charge barrier. I assume that means he has to get hit 20 times, or does he get like 2 charge barrier per hit?
길좀 막지 마. 저들이 기세등등하니 잠시 경계하세.
Or does he just get that when he uses his guard?
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
I don't know. I used Warp Heathcliff one time to solo the last stage of Canto 6, and I like half read his kit, and I haven't looked at him since.
시간 끌지 말고. 방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 뒤흔들었어. 이대로면 승리도 시간 문제겠지?
여관에 가면 또 한참 오고
적대 세력 감지
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
그래서 비켜.
이제야 실력을
It's
좀
11 with the skill 2 and overcharge the next turn. Pass still gives him up to 40 shield. And yeah, overcharge itself is damage reduction. I did remember that.
뭐
오늘도
또
정말 멋진
대단한 일이라도
활약이었어.
하신 거겠죠?
내일도 꼭 불러주랴.
It's like I think he's fine
평화로워지는
for a
건
solo.
기쁜 거야.
He might actually have charge issues though,
내일도 지금
because
좋은
like his skill 2 doesn't generate any net charge, and then his skill 3 spends 20. What was I looking for? I just need poise gifts. Okay. And it's fine if I miss Gears Raffle. There's some economy, it's not the greatest. Does this give me resources? 1 for all resources? It's at least something. I normally don't buy that, but it can be a start. There's a bit lighter, okay. Yeah, he does have like the second highest health in the game. He's in that bracket. The just below Priest Gregor, if I remember right. Combine that with, you know, getting rid of his only stagger threshold, and yeah, you have a pretty effective tank.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
I was trying to get the highest HP possible the other day, and I think I did a pretty good job. I got 759 health on Heathcliff, which I think is like the maximum you can get without just being higher level from level up events, and if I actually had new packs to go to with the 1-star Light Grace.
조각이 되었군요.
길좀 막지 마.
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
너무 과했는데.
맞아. 홀리를 잘해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 한쪽에서 뼈가 튀겨날 거라고.
Yeah, he doesn't take forever to reach his tankiness.
개체에게 일격을 가하는 데 성공했습니다.
길좀 막지 마.
샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기려내어 축제를 드는
앞으로도
것도
그렇게만
나쁘지
해주세요.
않겠죠.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
잘 들어갔네요.
차포잡이라
크게 의미 있는
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Meet Lantern Dawn. Is that like your choice for the tankiest ID? That's an interesting one.
너무 이른
I mean,
타이밍에
she can definitely self-heal a ton.
성공적으로 끝나면 모두의
잘
희생을
썰려.
기리며 축배를 드는 것도 나쁘지 않겠죠.
시간 끌지 말고.
But I feel like you kind of need either shield or damage resistance to like really be a tank.
시간 끌지 길에서 비켜.
Have they even broken my shield yet? This probably will. Not quite. I took 1 damage there, okay. But even if they damage me, I just have lithograph healing. Although I guess... yeah, Courier Trunks are going to start to be a problem in this fight.
길좀 막지 마.
Because it's forced to last like minimum 7 turns.
길에서 비켜.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐또 대단한 일이라도
시간
하신
끌지 말고.
거죠?
시간 끌지 길에서 비켜.
We might have to use our first ego here.
그렇게 시원하게 처리한 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 일단 적합하고 좋지 않습니다.
Lantern Dawn is the final survivor.
저 개체에게
So
이상
just
현상이
ate him, yeah?
괜찮다.
As long as you're past the impaling stage, I feel like Lantern Dawn basically can't lose that fight.
길좀 막지 마. 길에서 비켜.
So this is going to put me above 30 Courier Trunks. We will start taking damage.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
I was expecting deep wounds to be 1 count and fatal wounds to be 2 count, but instead they made it 3 count with a twice per turn limit, which I'm okay with. And considering fatal wounds takes like 4 turns to even possibly activate, I think it's fair to give it 3 count. Also, the fact that they gave him like no count on his skill 2. Like, why is it only 1? All of our bleed count skill 2s have been 2 recently.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
Taking 30 damage per skill.
대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
Clash Wind Tremor Burst was more upsetting.
옳은 말만 한답니다.
Yeah, you get to inflict 1 tremor when you do that. That makes it worth it, right?
해냈구나. 나라도 그랬을 거야. 시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
So, okay, I have 2 turns left. Hopefully I don't die to Courier Trunks, but I'm definitely starting to see how this could be an issue.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는
It doesn't stagger me, right?
하지 않아요.
I really hope it doesn't stagger me. I imagine it wouldn't, similar to bleed damage.
길에서 비켜.
Not getting to test because of lithograph being too strong though.
시간 끌지 말고. 시간 끌지 말고.
I think that was below the threshold, so yeah, okay. The end turn doesn't stagger me, so the on use shouldn't either. And yeah, thank you for confirming.
길좀 막지 마.
Well, we'll get up to 50 here.
시간 끌지 말고.
We'll see if I can beat 50 later in the run. It's hidden under the smoke, but this is 50 Courier Trunk.
시간 끌지 말고.
Yeah, there we go. Moved.
길에서 비켜. 방금 멋졌어.
You got 51 even.
성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데
Look, it was tied to base power, so it was good that I got it from the event. Hey, I don't even have to refresh for you today. Just bridal being offered for free.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
Okay, I still don't know. Do I get money if I fight him? Or is the only reason to do the fight just to not have to worry about passing a check? I've always thought that you would get money for fighting, but I don't know why I think that. If anyone saw my money before the fight, we can confirm here, I suppose.
준비 완료.
시간 끌지 말고.
너무 과했는데.
맞아.
Yeah, I know I only get the one ego gift.
그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 타이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
차포잡이라.
Wait, why didn't that reuse?
보다 움직임이 좋고. 이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
Did he not have 15 by 3 on that part?
이따가 얘기해. 배달 시간 끌면 위험해서.
This skill does not inflict rupture, instead it reuses the last coin. I assume that part just didn't have the rupture.
길 좀 막지 마. 힘좀 써줘.
Okay. There's a reuse.
길에서 비켜.
죄송해요.
효율적인
잠시
대처로
어지러웠어요.
개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
악당 퇴치.
참고로 기계는
우리
입에 발린
정말
말까지
멋진 활약이었어.
쉽게 하지 않아요.
내일도 꼭 불러주기야.
What's the point of fighting it? Well, that's what I wanted to find out. Did that give me money? Did I have 2,000 before? I'm going to look back. I can look back in time since I'm streaming. Before that fight, I had 1,903, so that did give me money. So that's a reason to do the fight. Free money is free money. On use defense level down? Yeah, I saw that and it stood out to me as being like different. It's usually on hit for defense level down. Okay. Refresh rupture. It might be out of rupture gifts in the general pool. Okay, there's still talismans. I just need to get as many different gifts as I possibly can to increase my odds of getting the T-Corp badge. Need as much out of the pool as I can possibly remove. Did I already get rid of... Okay, must have. I want to fuse, because fusing is very good. This does nothing. Imposed weight for free is nice. And I guess I just sell this.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
사실 이런 보모구실은 제가 아니라 세피라들의 역할이
Yeah, Ishmael is our second sighting of Decay. I was hoping we would get Decay on a skill 2, personally. But at least we have it again. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out how the roses work.
이따가 얘기해.
Because the rose is based on the sin you have the most of. But how does it break ties? I'm pretty sure ties are broken just by order. It will make a wrath before a lust, before a sloth, etc. So unfortunately the one that matters, the wrath rose, is the one that's most likely to be created, if I'm correct about that. So this should reuse. Okay. Still does.
길에서 비켜.
적에게 침례상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는
Seems in line with other mechanics. I don't know what other mechanic is like that, but
저는
that's what
언제나
I've noticed at
옳은
least.
말만 한답니다.
힘좀 써줘.
차포자매라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋군.
길에서 비켜.
잘 썰렸다.
악당 퇴치 그만 절단력인걸? 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
Slash headstrong and growth. Okay, we've been getting very good luck with trials. We're getting a lot of the easiest possible ones. Now, can I get a good floor reward? Two unopposed attacks that speed tie, just coin flip to see what happens first. That's my understanding as well, yeah. But it seems like the Rose generation was always consistent, so I wanted to figure out how it broke ties. nothing jumping out at me. Do I believe in getting the rupture gifts here? Okay, the gift pool is so small on this floor. If I keyword refresh for rupture, I should be able to get what I want. On top of the chance of just getting 1 or 2 from events, although all my events are stacked, so I only get 1 chance at that.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지만 응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다. 공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 기능이라 일단 머리로 털어내야 하거든요. 적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
길 좀 막지 마.
This thing does like as much damage as mouth as skill 3 when I actually get the reuse.
뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
적대 세력 한 수류드리차 강력
If only it also was +4 rupture count.
시간 끌지 말고.
잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 절단력인걸?
적대 세력 한 수류드리차 강력 발달
길에서 비켜.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나.
시간 끌 길에서 비켜.
빠르게 하는 편이
해냈구나.
답답하지.
나라도 그랬을 거야. 시간 끌 길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
괜찮은 부위가
잠시
언제든지
암당 대치 성공.
뭐
오늘도 정말
무슨
멋진
대단한
활약이었어.
일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
내일도 꼭
Just, I feel like there were 5 overlapping announcer voice lines there. I should really turn off some people. I'm also a fan of the Deviat aesthetic, yeah. I mean, I think they're fine as IDs. If we ever got ones that like weren't Rupture and weren't 15 by 3, if we ever get like a different branch of Deviat, maybe, I think there's potential.
어떤 시간과 공간에 계시는 관리자님이 들을지 몰라도 그때를 위해서
길좀
미리
막지 마.
음원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요. 아 이런, 이것도 녹음되고 있는 줄 미처 몰랐네요.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
자, 동료들이여, 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 길좀 막지 마. 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
너무
The thing that baffles me the most about the Talisman Sinclair situation, it seems abundantly clear that the idea of 15 by 3 was created because of him. So why did they give it to Deviat Sinclair? Those two IDs are mutually exclusive. It's not like you can give Deviat the Talisman support passive. It's like, I guess they just did it because it was established as a Diechi thing, or sorry, a Deviat thing from Rodion. It's just, I think that's almost like the least forgivable thing about the Talisman situation. Yeah, if you just removed his 15 by 3 lines, like, wouldn't he be very count positive on skill 3?
우선 소리를 잘
Something like that. I mean, he's one of the 2 IDs in the game I don't own, so don't take my word for
잠시
it.
어지러웠어 못
우리도
봤어.
정말 멋진 활약이었어.
But I think without 15x3, he would be a good rupture unit.
세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
근데
Fully neutral or positive, yeah. Okay.
와, 저기 봐. 재료들이 걸어다니고 있네.
쟤들이 다 해치우면 편하게 들고 수 있겠어.
그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리해 보는 맛이 나. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Yeah, I guess he will forever pay for Talisman's crimes.
방금 멋졌다.
적에게 치명상이 입혔군요.
관리자님은
당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고
이대로면
제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
문제겠지?
저는 언제나
Well, I actually almost got staggered there. Rupture hurts, it turns out.
현상이 보이네요.
시간 끌지 말고 이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
Status damage is, yeah. It's like over time, it would theoretically get worse because the max status damage will still be 99, but boss health is ever increasing.
미니거리 캐리어 출력 상승. 신속한 제첩을 건설해. 대략 지역의 출력생산의 의미 없는
잠시 어지러웠습니다.
It's like, I mean, right now though, if enemies are taking 99 damage per hit, that is unbalanced and things die way too quickly.
세상이 평화로워지는 건
Which is why they want to make it harder to get 99 potency, and that's, you know, the whole thing with talismans. So I need to rupture refresh. I'm looking for twigs and the 3rd one. There's the 3rd one. I'll do one more. I don't think twigs is too important, but I would like it still. Okay, we got it. Melted spring, and that's good enough. For a game that wants you to care about resistances, almost every status seems to just outright circumvent it. Yeah, it is interesting. Sinking at least has like gluttony, or that's gloom resistance that matters, but burn and bleed, those are, and rupture just directly deal HP damage. This fight shouldn't be hard. Hohenheim can be a pain occasionally
뛰자.
because of the status, but I think I do so much damage through Rupture that he'll just die.
이 자리에 서 있게 해달라고 바란 적은 없었어요.
적대 세력 상승. 훌륭차 강력 배달 모드.
And yeah, I didn't talk about Tremor. Tremor's in this weird place where it really likes if the enemies are weak to Sloth, because Moratorium is so ridiculous for damage potential.
잘 썰렸다.
But even if it is, you can always just stagger the enemies. Tremor still does that, and a lot of people ignore that entirely, I feel like.
그때를 위해서 미리 음원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요.
길좀 막지
아
마.
이런, 이것도 녹음되고 있는지는 미처 몰랐네요.
걱정은 하지 않겠습니다.
길좀 막지 마.
어차피 별로 이길 거라고 자신이 있으실 테니까.
That's like, I would expect to be doing 1,700 damage on like floor 9, and this is floor 5.
꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데
Trevor's so easy to passively gain as a non-committal status. That's almost how I feel about sinking. Like, putting a little bit of sinking on a team can make a pretty big difference. Because it just makes the enemies not able to roll. You don't need to keep a stack up. If you just do like 20 SP damage to a boss, it's like such a big deal. Which plays into Knight of Despair Rodion being the best generalist ID, I think. And yeah, Gloom continues to be the most scarce and sought after resource.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
If it weren't for that, then yeah, SP damage could be used. Reissue better than Knight of Despair. That is the type of argument that just kind of you can't support, I feel like. I've been thinking about this actually. What is the best damage type? Because I feel like if you were trying to actually make that argument, you would have to somehow argue that Blunt is the best damage type.
다리에게 해줄 이야기가 있습니다.
시간 끌지 말고. 시간 끌지 말고. 길에서 비켜.
잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
시간 끌지 길에서 비켜.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게
길에서 비켜.
처리하니
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는
You say Pierce.
대단한 능력을 갖추고
I am inclined to agree with Pierce.
저는 언제나
세상이
옳은 말만
평화로워지는 건
한답니다.
기쁜 거야.
I think the way to evaluate the best damage type is like, what is the most effective against the hardest fights? Because that's like where it matters.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
And I guess like, what even are the hardest fights? Like 448, that's Pierce.
어떤 시간과 공간에
You
계시는
could argue that the
관리자님을
ending of
존중합니다.
Canto 5 is difficult still.
미리 음원을 녹음해야
That's
한다는
Pierce. The whole Canto is Pierce though, like even Mermaids and Pecan Town.
미처 몰랐네요.
A lot of the newer, harder fights damage type barely matters, like Lei Hang.
저건 아르카나의 스트레스를
I think he takes 1.25 to something, and that's it. And then yeah, there's also like Pierce synergy,
너무 과해.
more than the other statuses. Mostly coming from Full Stop Heathcliff.
팔 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
Canto 7 as well as Pierce, yeah. Dulcinea resists Pierce, but she gives herself 8 fragile, and like her minions don't, and they're what you actually need to kill quickly.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
적대 세력 감지.
And then of course the final boss is weak to Pierce. I think Sancho is as well.
길에서 비켜.
But Sancho is the easiest boss in the game that I still see people struggle on.
방금 멋졌어.
Yeah, Dulcinea is staggered when you're actually hitting her. That's what I was meaning to say, I think.
내리면 승리도 시간 문제겠지. 시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
앞당 패치 성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
Forgot Sancho was a boss. Yeah, I don't blame you. I just do not comprehend how there are people that get past the Blood Fiend trio and then struggle on Sancho. I don't know what sequence of events or what team you're running leads to that happening. Okay, what do I need? I need the Blunt Stone to get Lunar. That's not correct. Guess Lunar will have to wait. And I do have both enhancing related gifts, I believe. So I could enhance something if I want. I will give myself some poise. Got distracted by the spectacle. I do think that Hard Blood Wedge is a bit overtuned of a move. Mostly because returning Bloodlust makes him inflict more bleed. Besides that, I think he's a fine and fair enough fight. I wish I could just play it as stage select, wouldn't that be nice? The Rental Sync Association Dawn at 9 HP with the whip. Wow, you actually did it with the whip on Sync Dawn? I've wondered if that was like possible before. Without G-Corp Gregor, at least, because with him it definitely is, but it sounds like you've done it, so it must be possible. I recently found out that somebody did Dulcinea Deathless with the base centers, and that might be the most impressive Limbus Company thing I've ever seen. If someone did that for the final boss, although I guess you have to use Dawn. If you modded it so you didn't have to use Dawn, then that would be just actually crazy. Probably, I don't know if I can say mathematically impossible because a maid exists, but it's up there. True Soul with Priest Gregor. How many Tails hits did you need on the first turn to not die? Or actually, I guess you probably just get staggered, but survive being staggered. Hey look, it's Brutality. You did it without staggering? Okay. Do I accept not getting False Halo? I should be fine on damage, I think. You need help for the finale, or you might bleed out beforehand. Yeah. I guess doing it without staggering doesn't mean you never went below your stagger threshold from bleed. It would be nice if the game just gave me false halo here, but I'm not expecting it. Coffee and cranes and more healing, always good. Do I want more skill 3s? I think it's basically better to have skill 3s all the time. Many turns spent carefully guarding. I will not say it sounds fun, because that would be a lie, but it sounds at least slightly interesting. Let's make this gift actually work. I can upgrade this thing. I don't have downpour yet. There's so many things I need still. But I can at least make this floor go a bit faster. Within 4 digits of attempts. That's probably more than the Hukong Luzolo against Kanto 8's final boss.
오늘도 정의로운 날이 될 수 있도록 힘내자. 함께 아르카나 비.
Or I guess she Heathcliff against Earl King is the more infamous one.
역방향? 그래, 분명해. 길좀 막지 마. 악당들도 생각지 못한 상황일 거야. 기회는 지금. 힘 좀 써줘. 분명하네. 압도적인 사랑의 힘으로 아르카나들이 전부 정화될 거야. 역시 내가 엄청 도움이
잠시 어디
됐지. 길좀 막지 마.
This guy's going to die in one turn, isn't he?
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
괜찮은 공격이네요.
힘 좀 써줘.
Actually, I guess I don't have Lunar yet. I'm just able to make it next floor. Might still die though. Yeah, okay.
방금 멋졌어. 길에서 비켜.
Oh yeah, Priest Gregor is Pierce Fatal. I wasn't even thinking about that.
이대로면 승리도
In my head, I was just like, yeah, he's not Lust Fatal, he can probably do it. Like, theoretically.
힘좀 써줘.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
힘좀 써줘.
얼마나
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한
I wonder if there's
능력을
any
가지고
solo ID that can clear this pack in 3 turns.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
I've gotten it in 4 turns once. But I needed 2 for Toad.
사실 마법 소녀들은
I guess if you did a needle and thread thing to kill Toad, you probably could, but I'm the type of person that doesn't use ego unless I have to.
아니야. 그건 선택의 순간.
And I guess if I killed Toad in 1 turn, I would not have been able to kill KQE with only 2 slots.
빠르게 하는
오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어.
방법이지.
내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도 지금처럼
Body up, and I'll take a key. I wasn't saying just my farm empties, I was saying the whole railway 1 pack. But yeah, Captain Mare 1 turning my farm empties, that's not that's believable. What am I still looking for? I want Miracle in District 20 and Nocturnal Sweeping, and then I have a +1. So if I see something incredible, I can go for it. Miracle it is.
관리자님, 멋진 전략이었습니다.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
Okay. How many gifts are left that actually do anything? Need poise. That's right. Can I just roll into Clear Mirror Calm Water? That would be nice. I will go ahead and do 5 skill 3s, I think. I guess I should have made Lunar Memories first, so I could maybe roll back into the damage type memories. Oh well. Unfortunate there, not getting Clear Mirror. Okay. How long will these gnomes take?
늦겠다. 뛰자.
I'm sure they'll all get one shot. But I still have to kill like 23 of them. 24.
길 좀 막지 마.
힘을 냈으면 합니다. 이게 당연하게 팔레스티나
너무 과했는데.
맞아. 살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 파이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
길 좀 막지 마.
I'm going to preemptively place my bets and say that Santata dies in 2 skills because I won't have a reuse on him.
나르카나들을 비웃들었어. 그러면 수리도 시간 문제겠지?
차포잡이라 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
길에서 비켜.
적에게 치명성을 입혔구나. 관리자는 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다. 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
This might be the floor where I hit win rate the most.
시간 끌지 말고.
잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과.
길에서 비켜.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게
길에서 비켜.
처리한 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴데 적합한 조치.
시간 끌지 말고.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 또 대단한 일이라도 하시겠죠?
나라도 그랬을 거야.
시간 끌지 길에서 비켜.
오늘이 방금 뭘 먹고 싶어?
시간 끌지 말고.
여기 강한 일격을.
잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 절단이었는걸?
Yeah.
길에서 비켜.
효율적인 대처로 개시를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지
살코기 바를 땐 칼은 뼈를 자르듯
Alright, Santana.
공감이 필요.
Am I correct? Do you die in 2 skills or do you die in 1 skill? Yeah, okay, 2 skills. Barely though, 198 health.
자, 앞당 퇴치 성공! 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주랴. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데
Have to take base power here, which is always unfortunate. But I do think Sad Plushie is worth it. Now then, I have 2 more floors. One of those will be Nocturnal Sweeping. I guess the other one I could go to Yield My Flesh to get +1 power up on my slash skills. That's probably the next best pack to go to. Yeah, okay. And there it is.
늦겠다. 뛰자. 어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세나. 저들의 공격은 길좀 막지 마. 저들을 깨뜨릴 수 없을 테니. 길에서 비켜.
죄송해요.
Need to make Downpour and Clear Mirror still, and I also haven't found Peace of
또 대단한
Relationship.
일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
A lot of the best gifts I still don't have yet. I don't have Downpour.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
옳다.
시간 끌지 길에서 비켜.
방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 뒤흔들었어. 이대로면 승리도
길좀 막지 마.
시작하겠지?
시간 끌지 말고
해냈구나. 나라도 그랬을 거야.
길에서 비켜. 시간 끌지 말고.
Things should maybe start to get hard on about 5 floors though, because that's when things can't die in like 2 turns.
세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데
늦겠다. 뛰자.
지금처럼 조용하려나?
딱히 할 말은 없네요. 힘을 냈으면
길에서 비켜.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 물어봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리만 빠르게 하는 편이
엄청나게
얼마나 방법이지.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중간에 이따가 버스에서 막지 마.
Honestly, I've been making pretty good time on this run. I wonder if I can finish in under
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
2 hours.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다
시간 끌지
대단한
말고
능력을 가지고
길에서 비켜.
Like 2 hours of actual run time because I was resetting for a few minutes at the start.
한답니다.
Try to get the pack I wanted.
앞당
잘
퇴치
들어갔네요.
성공.
크게 의미
오늘도
있는
정말 멋진
성과는
활약이었어.
아니지만
내일도 꼭 불러주랴. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
Lust power up. I don't believe that will help me at all.
내일도
A short stream. Hey, maybe I'll be really struggling at the end. Then it won't be a short stream. If I had base Otis, I could actually pass that check. Okay,
사람
Heathcliff.
되는 것 말곤 좀 서툴다고 했잖냐.
No free gifts for me. Some bosses that just force you to have an evade. That is definitely annoying. But it luckily only stops you from going to like 4 theme packs. Like there's really only 2 also. Hello, piece of relationship. There's only 2 that I can think of that truly force an evade. Oh, yeah, I can make this. I guess I shouldn't try to fuse a poise gift on this floor, because I would likely just get one of the blade lineage gifts I don't want. I can make tremor though. Either because they deal insane damage to the point to insta-kill, or they have a mechanic that makes you lose. Yeah, it's only the ones that have a mechanic that make you lose that really need it. Like, you can reach pretty high amounts of tanking, but you can't do anything about Dongbig turning you into a flower on turn 1.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
This fight used to be difficult to solo, back before you reached the insane levels of damage that modern solos have. But now he should just die.
네, 잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만요.
Like, yeah, 7 by 12 bleed is a lot, but it's not enough to stop me.
힘좀 써줘. 원더풀 선택이었어. 힘좀 써줘. 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
길 좀 막지 마. 길에서 비켜.
해냈구나. 자, 악당 배치 성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어.
2 and 1/3 turns. Probably could have been 2 turns with special contract.
고마워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도
Brutality and growth, no. As much as I am the most likely person to take brutality, growth resilient are just the best options. And now, last pack, what was it again? Nocturnal Sweeping, yeah. Looks like I have to search for it. You know, I wanted to see, like, how Indicant's Trial does on this run, but at this rate, I might not even need it. Maybe I try to do Railway 5 as the last floor, just to see if it's possible.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
It would just be really sad if I got Section 2.
대부분 분야에서
길 좀
저는
막지
최고의
마.
성능을 내는 AI지만 응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이
말고.
필요합니다. 공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 기능이라 일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
너희가 부숴놓은 저 살덩이들 길좀 막지 마. 알아서 손질해서 넘겨줘야 해.
먹을 부위가 얼마 안 남은 것 같은데.
시간들 길에서 비켜.
방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 뒤흔들었어.
너무 과했는데.
이대로면
맞아.
시간 문제겠지?
살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 파이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고. 방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중에 이따가 손들에서 펴고야 하지 않겠는가?
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하지.
잘 살렸다.
깔끔한
이 처리는
결단
빠르게
유진걸?
하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
있잖아. 사실 마법 소녀들은 항상
It's sad how much less useful like Biovenom Vial and Mercala are now that we have MDE.
잠시 어디
Like Mercala just doesn't work on 80% of the floors, and then Biovenom doesn't do enough damage to matter.
엄청나게 강한 일격을!
Those used to be like my favorite gifts, but now I often like even skip them.
개체에게 일격을 가하는데
Still funny to see that though.
악당 대치.
샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른
오늘도
타이밍이긴
정말 멋진
하겠지만
활약이었어.
이 전투가
내일도
성공적으로
꼭
끝나면
불러주기야.
모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를
세상이
드는 것도
평화로워지는 건
나쁘지
기쁜
않겠죠.
거야. 근데
I kind of forgot there's actually rupture gifts here. I always just think of this pack as the one that has Shadow Bamboo Hat,
해냈다.
but I guess I can actually like use those, maybe? Like if I rupture refresh. Okay, well it gave me the one that isn't what I'm looking for. I think one of them gives me like clash power or something. I don't need this. And this is floor 10, so I want to do all my enhancing now. I did a lot of it early though. I guess this is just what happens when you actually get Prestige card on the second floor. The economy is just in such a good place for the rest of the run. Enhance everything. I should make red Gossipium if I can. I guess it can wait for next floor.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
It's kind of the last gift I can remember that I need. Or did I not remake Slash Memories? I don't remember recrafting it, but maybe I did.
오늘도 정의로운 날이 될 수 있도록 힘내자.
Considering I have plus 7 coins, I probably have it.
너무 과했는데.
맞아. 살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 파이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
사실은 그렇게 그렇게
길 좀
대단한 일도
막지 마.
아니에요.
길에서
춤을
비켜.
갈았다면
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
마이코트를 부르는
평소에도
편이
이러면
나았을
얼마나
거예요.
좋습니까?
몰라요.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는. 일처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
It's a couple head rolls here.
그지.
Okay, sweepers, they have low enough health that Biovenom Vial still destroys them, so that's fun.
길에서 비켜.
Even on floor 10, the latest I could
예상한
possibly
것보다
fight them.
움직임이 더 좋구나. 개체에게 일격을 가하는데 성공했습니다. 샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴
Even
합니다.
my shield deals with the
이 전투가
bleed.
성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는
Honestly, with how easy this run has been, I might start recommending Devia at Rodion for solos.
적에게
Why does
치명상을
every
입혀서
Rodion ID good at soloing?
관리자님은
At least every 3-star.
대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
어둡고 악한 아르카나들이
저는 언제나
들었어.
I haven't actually done a C Rodion solo, but I imagine the skill 3 with AoE would be insanely good for it.
길에서 비켜.
Activating Grey Coat all the time.
오, 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Even if it's not true AoE, it still works for Grey Coat.
뭐또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중간에 이따가
길좀
거기에서
막지 마.
해봐야지 않겠니까. 길에서 비켜.
네, 잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 선물.
길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
그간의 전투 경험이
길에서
쓸모가
비켜.
없진 않았군요. 딴데 적합한 조치였습니다.
길에서 비켜. 원더풀의 선택이었어 나리. 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
자, 악당 퇴치
Yeah.
성공! 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야.
Extreme mode activated.
근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
Growth and body up, I suppose. Yeah, because this class power specifically, class power 8 is like a bad ratio. The amount of extra offense level it has. There's the other rupture gift. And we go here, of course. Character known for being yeah. Rodion IDs are good for solos for some reason.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
What am I still looking for? I guess on this floor I'm looking for... I can craft this and fuse unhatched embers. That's the safer way to do things. Or maybe I just roll into it. I guess Contempt of the Gaze of Contempt, I will make that. But I will try to fuse embers first. Success. Next floor. Sad, no hidden boss, of course. You always want to see a hidden boss on floor 11. But I think my damage output is enough that I won't need any this run.
위에서 당신을
길좀 막지 마.
관리자로 정한 뒤에는
And like my clashing is fine as well.
기대하고
시간
있겠어.
끌지 말고 길에서 비켜. 볼일이 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을. 방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중인데 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가? 길에서 비켜.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 더
I do wish there was a way to speed up this floor.
길에서 비켜.
Because you go to this floor on every solo for unhatched embers, and it always takes, like, a while.
잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
길 좀 막지 마. 시간 끌지 말고.
해냈구나.
길에서
나랑
비켜.
했을 거야.
너무 과했는데.
시간 끌지 길에서 비켜.
살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부러지면
생각보다 움직임이 더
거라고.
좋구나.
원더풀한 선택이었어 나리. 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 더
길 좀 막지 마.
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
잘 썰렸다.
길에서 비켜.
Just a one-shotting everything.
그렇습니다.
길에서 비켜.
참고로
They're damaged by Biovenom Vial.
쉽게 하지 않아요.
그간의
And
전투
Drill,
경험이
some
쓸모가
combination of the two.
적합한 위치였습니다.
길에서 비켜. 시간 끌지. 길에서 비켜.
I'm being more and more tempted to end with Railway 5.
비켜. 감동적이지 않을 수
괜찮은
없네.
공격이네요.
Like, if I'm not having an issue anywhere else, then I naturally want to push it to the extreme.
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는
길에서
맛이
비켜.
일 좀 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
길에서 비켜.
운명의 기운이 공명하는 것 같아.
길에서 비켜.
교체의
공격을
유효한
선택한
속성을
건
정확하게
좋았다고
기억하세요.
비켜.
제
나라도
예상만큼
그렇게
관리자님의
했을
능력이
테지.
우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같아 다행이군요.
이만하면 훌륭하고
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
그대로만 해주신다면 오늘은 제압이 빠르겠어요.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜. 시간 끌지 길에서 비켜. 살코기 바를 땐 칼을 시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
약점을 잘
공감은
누리셨습니다.
길에서 비켜.
해결사의 전투법도
We're almost at the part of the run that's fun.
오늘도 정말
Floor
감사하게
12 and
했어.
above.
내일도 꼭 불러주기야.
I still like soloing. I don't know why.
불러주는 건 기쁜 거야.
Like, a lot of people say complaints, and it's like, yeah, you just do the same thing every time, and it's not even difficult. And, like, I agree with those statements, but I still like it for some reason. I believe I have every gift I care about. We can go to Impenetrable Path.
탁월한 지휘였습니다.
I honestly just don't feel like fighting Rose Hunter. I'm sure I could easily enough, but I don't need more economy. I can already get everything I need. Shatterbound Cannon, yeah, it is one of the 5 gifts I have in my worse than nothing tier on my Ego Gifts tier list, if I remember correctly. It is actively detrimental. Okay, I did remake that. I don't have syncing. I can show the list after the run. I'll have to go to find it. But yeah, I don't think I've shown it off on stream. I'll do that after we finish here. It's really not much else to enhance. I can get more haste. Haste is fun. Did I sell something? No. You took Shatterbound when MDE came out, and yeah. Going to Impenetrable Path, yeah. It is just actively detrimental. You can get 10 damage up elsewhere, I forgot about Red Guscipian, it was in the shop there. Mental note to make that next floor. But yeah, you can get damage up from places other than Shatterbound. And so then Shatterbound has no upside, but it also has an extreme downside of giving you up to 8 fragile. I didn't realize they were all faster than me. Shatterbound is like a challenge bit, almost. If you could start with it, that could be a challenge. But I guess then it could actually have an upside. The fact that you can only get it late adds to how useless it is, because by then you have the damage up gifts. If it was damage up in a form other than the damage up buff, it would be useful. Like if it worked like False Halo and gave you a separate buff that increased your damage, then I would take it. Because then you would actually get its upside. The problem is that it just gives you the standard damage up. A lot of counters. There's counters in this pack, and there's counters on Blood Fiends, and there's counters on Green Dawn. I think those are the only counters. I mean, I guess Ricardo, but he's easy enough. But there's a reason why those packs are the ones that everyone suggests avoiding. C as well, yeah, that's right. The large crabs have counters, but you can often just kind of stagger them. C is where Needle and Thread proves itself to be the best gift in the game. Yeah, Shadowbound Cannon should just give you coin power, why not? If it was like 1 coin power, just static, and then it gave you ramping fragile. That could maybe be balanced.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
힘좀 써줘.
I don't think they should give it ramping coin power, obviously.
힘좀 써줘. 시간 끌지 말고.
Side note, we're going to be reaching 30 Courier Trunk here,
좀 내시네요.
so maybe we'll beat our 50 record. We got to like 51 last time, something like that.
운전의 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중간에
All the way back on floor 3.
길 좀 막지 마.
Yeah, let's make Gloom skills just even more so the best skills in MD, by giving them an extra coin power as well.
깔끔하게 잘랐습니다. 이제 니콜리나와 솜씨가 좀 부딪혔는데요.
시간 끌지 말고.
힘좀 써줘. 운명의 기운이.
We need an ID that has like multiple Gloom skills. I don't think we have that yet. Because multiple Wrath is Fire Fist. Multiple Lust, I'm not sure if we have that.
을 자를 땐 톱이지.
Multiple Sloth, I don't think we have either. I guess there's not as many as I thought there were. I know Pride has Blade Lineage Mare as well as Magical at Otis. And then, what else? Envy. There's a couple with Envy actually. I think we have 3 now. Yeah, I think Gloom, Sloth, and Lust, and Gluttony all don't have
빠르겠어요.
multi-skillers.
길에서 비켜.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다
Taking 46 damage from using a skill.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
힘좀 써줘.
It's going to take a lot of work to make Capo Mare not the best MD unit.
너희 그러다가
I'm
다
staggered.
중복이 된다.
신경 쓰지
Okay,
마.
I haven't done Embers yet though, so this should be fine.
우리만 편하지.
I got staggered. How did I get staggered? Did I have burn on me? I probably had like 1 burn if their counter inflicts it. Doesn't. Why did I get staggered?
바로 우리들의 이야기지.
Well, we might get to find out if the T-Corp badge works. To prevent self-death inflicted by Courier Trunk. 55 damage per skill. Or they might die before that happens. I think they're going to die.
해결사의 전투.
Too much healing.
적의 날개를 꺾었구나.
힘좀 써줘.
시간 끌지 말고.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의 능력이 개체를 구성하고 있는 부위 중 하나가
It saves me from end turn damage. It should work. I don't know of anything that the T-Corp badge can't save you from. Even Tears of the Tarnished Blood.
세상이
Saves on
평화로워지니까
move.
기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
This is not actually keen, this is resilient, and I will take body up. There's Tremor Barrier, so the run can officially be hard now. To celebrate that, let's go to a beautiful voice. I think I have enough damage to deal with Cromer.
이건 죄송합니다.
부분은 실력과도 연관되어 있죠?
Yeah, 45 SP by the way. I want red Gossypium, there it is. Am I missing anything else from my usual gifts? Burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, sinking, poise. I don't have charge type gloves. Can I just make them still? This does nothing for me, right? I guess Clash at least gain 1 protection. There is a world where that matters. What literally doesn't matter? This thing? I want to heal for sure. I need 211 for that. This thing. And yeah, okay. Let's see how Cromer goes.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
Best case scenario is I lose my stagger bars turn 1, but not embers.
잭, 칼은 다 달아놨지?
어,
I am able to win these clashes,
길 좀
so
막지 마.
let's see. Ah, that evade though. I guess not staggering at all works too. I thought she was going to do way more damage than that. I guess I resist pride.
우선 전황부터 살피지.
한국 정도는 읽었다.
The evade's on my second slot, which is good luck.
힘좀 써줘.
Actually, I guess I could just clash them in the other order.
힘좀 써줘.
비계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
So I get staggered. But now we'll activate embers. Yes. Cromer and Gossypium with their 60 rolling evades for no good reason. Why am I taking so little damage? Am I going to not activate embers? Wow, okay. So I have embers to survive next turn.
힘좀 써줘.
Cromer's skill animations, I haven't ever thought about them too much.
힘좀 써줘.
안과 공포 그런 것들이 덜끓을 때가 가장
Now I have
귀하죠.
paralyzed.
알아듣겠습니까? 지금이 적기라는 것입니다.
힘좀 써줘.
잘
Only for
살려.
phase 1 animation update.
깔끔한 절대.
Maybe someday.
힘좀 써줘.
I wonder if they'll fix the bug with Cromer when they make Railway 1 Bakyak. Because they fixed the priest, at least most of what was wrong with him, when they put him in Railway. But one of Cromer's skills says it requires a heads hit to kill target, but it just has to hit. It does not need the heads. Will he survive this turn? He has a lot of health, he should. Triple tails roll. Wow.
점을 잘
They
노리셨습니다.
didn't quite get all four.
해결사의 전투법도 익숙하시네요.
힘좀 써줘.
유효하군.
오늘도 정의로운 날이 될 수 있도록 힘내자. 다 함께 아르카나 비.
적대 세력 감지. 훈련들이 차 강력 대상 기록.
Cromer's nails just residual on me, giving me bleed every turn.
살코기 바를 땐 칼을.
Thankfully, it's only one potency.
공감이 필요.
I guess this guy technically has a counter, but like that you don't really need to hit the chain, and if you do, it likely breaks. In my experience.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같아
나라도
다행이다.
그렇게 했을 테지.
힘좀 써줘. 힘좀 써줘. 힘좀 써줘.
Buff all of Incorp. Just give the Incorp IDs the version of nails that the Incorp enemies have.
것 같네.
That definitely wouldn't make Infast crazy for bleed count.
판도는 유리하나 교만하면 뒤집어지는 법.
그래서 어떠라는 거지?
경계. 그걸 꼭 말로 해야 하나?
적대 세력 감지. 훈련들이 차 강력 대달목 기록.
힘좀 써줘.
I wish that Project Moon like showed a willingness to rework old characters, but I've lost a lot of hope for anything like that, fortunately.
길에서 비켜.
Thought I died for a second there. I was looking away,
오늘도
and I just
정말
didn't see
멋진
me on the
활약이었어.
screen.
내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
Growth and Clash Power. Where do we go now? I think I've decided I will go to line 5 last, even if that means losing. So I guess I'll just go into a certain library's book now. Do the easiest one.
해냈다.
Is this a no hidden boss run? It's looking like it. Yeah, Infest skill 3 is so outdated. It should just have 2 more coin power at a baseline, bring it up to Spice Bush numbers, and then that's a starting point at least. I need the burn stone, because I have Indicats. Okay, oh wait, I forgot I need to heal. I might need to sell something I just bought. Because I need to heal twice. Yikes. Okay. Economy gift, time for you to go. One more thing I don't need to burn. Goodbye, milepost. I don't know why they decided to rework you. It's like based on deployed IDs now. I don't think it needed that. But I still like you, milepost, and it's sad to see you go. We finally hit neutral clashing on floor 14.
길좀 막지 마.
비실비실하네. 다 죽어가고 있어.
Turn 1 of 99. Yeah, I don't know why this fight shows that specifically, because there's like always a 99 turn limit.
길좀 막지 마. 힘좀 써줘. 힘좀 써줘. 본인이 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Gaze is just a worse too fragile. Like, sure, it's still nice, but especially now that there's so many slash units in the bleed team, like Infest is just continually going down the tier list. Oh yeah, they should give Infest Kromer's version of Gaze. Forcefully stagger any enemy that doesn't have a fixed panic.
해냈구나. 나라도 그랬을 거야. 힘좀 써줘.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말따리 쉽게 하지 않아요.
Yeah, I feel like that's just an inevitability for any game like this though. The early units will have problems and there will be like design issues. Things that they were afraid to do. But eventually we'll get cool stuff.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 딴테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
길좀 막지 마.
Hey. Okay, I actually lost a clash. Didn't break through my shield though.
힘좀 써줘.
잘 썰렸다.
힘좀 써줘. 깔끔한 절단일인걸? 원더풀 선택력으로 나를 좀 써줘. 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
괜찮은 공격이네요.
Make enemy units attack each other. They're saving that for when we get a... what's it? Silent Orchestra Ego?
직원들이 우세한
That's what's going to cause that effect.
관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠. 이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
I hope we get a Silent Orchestra Ego.
옳다.
as much as he's not like fun to fight in Ruina or anything, I do like the abnormality.
그대로만 해주신다면 오늘은 재미있겠어.
나라도 그렇게 했어. 이만하면
살코기 바를 땐 칼은 뼈를 자를 땐 톱이지.
공감이
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't give Spice Bush any unique interactions. Like, all of the other Cancer Highlight IDs have them. Even if, like, you know, in Claire staggers Cromer, that's pretty impactful. Alright, yeah. I've decided, for better or for worse, we're going to line 5, and I just really hope it's not section 2.
운은 실력과도 연관되어 있죠?
Yeah, Big Bird. Someday, Big Bird and Rhino Gregor, their time will come eventually. That's section 2, unlucky. We don't get an interesting finale. Instead we just get to maybe die to Kurakumas a few times. No, I'm not going to keep Shatterbound. Going to have enough issues as it is. Okay, I have faith, I have that. I think I have every gift I could possibly want. I will make the blunt stone for my egos, I guess. Then I will heal. Does anything else need enhancing? This. The 7 Shatterbound cannons, yeah. No hidden bosses the entire run. Very sad. This has also been egoless so far, I will point out. Will that continue into Railway 5 Section 2 on floor 15? Probably not. I think I'm going to need ego here, if I'm even able to beat it. What's good music for this? You know what, I'll just turn on the game's music. So you've got an 11 speed Yi-Song, who I cannot clash with, but that's a great sign. I might as well counter to get offense level up. Well, I'm getting staggered turn 1 like no matter what. Ideally they all use their skill 3s. And now I can unopposed this. Or, oh wait, I can actually clash with it? That's crazy. I did not expect this thing to be able to clash, even remotely. Oh, it's highest resonance attack weight? That's annoying. I have 4 attack weight on this thing. I can then attack one other person And then Heathcliff just needs to not kill me, and I need to win my favorites. That's... I have 40 sanity and got 3 tails in a row. It's a 1 in, what, 10,000? No, no. Not even close to that, it's just a 1 in 1,000.
크게 의미 있는 선택.
로스킨 좀 써줘.
너무 과했는데.
맞아.
Am I dead here?
부서지면 파이 속으로 뼈가 씹힐 거야.
You got 3 heads in a row on minus 29. That's, like, almost as unlikely.
아프겠다 저거.
재료가
I
반항을
used the T-Cord badge. Yeah, we're going to do another one of these. Should do a bit more damage this time with both of its coins.
매달고 불태우거라. 끝끝내 뼈가 하나 남지 않도록.
There we go. Oh, and it actually gained attack weight, yeah. Now, the least fair enemies in the game. Only 3 Lust Resonance, okay. That's manageable. Can I clash you? No. That means we're going unopposed. Heathcliff will get staggered. Those won't kill me. Oh, but retreat. I have just enough Courier Trunks that it's retreating me. Combat starts. Turn in, activate retreat, yeah. That's really annoying. I could just win the clash, I guess. Yeah, that works. Although now I'm not needle and threading on Indicants. It will still stagger Heathcliff at least. That's the most important thing. But I might die to the other Kurikumas who I just didn't even look at.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Yeah, that's... I must be fatal to Gloom or something. Alright, but this is looking possible. Not as bad as I thought.
아니, 어쩌면 내가
Yeah, he gets extra rules of the backstreets whenever you, like, stagger one of his allies. Like, I literally believe that they designed Kurikumu Ishmael to be the most awful to fight in Vipekatulum imaginable. That was how they... that was their decision-making process.
앞날의 그림자가 드리웠으니
Alright, maybe I won't hit 3 tails rolls this time.
위기라는 말을 굳이 그렇게 해야 하나? 그대에게는 다소 어려운 비유였는지.
Yeah. Okay. Just a little bit of attack weight manipulation.
매달고 불태우거라. 끝끝내 뼈가 하나 남지 않도록.
해냈구나. 나라도 터질 거야.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
Yeah.
기계는 입에 발린 말투가
Oh, that
쉽게 하지 않아요.
corroded everyone. Oh my gosh, the Orichalgia corrosion has so much predicted damage. I kind of want to delay a bit though. Like if I can take any of these and not die. Let's see how this goes.
길 좀 막지 마.
Almost. One more clash power, and I would have won that. Now I have echoes of the manor on me.
길에서 비켜. 햇불로 힘좀 써줘.
You're doing blind obsession next turn.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
적군의 함정인가?
Oh, you just. Oh, Heathcliff killed everyone. And I guess Darrell probably is what actually did it, but I'm going to say that it was Heathcliff.
길 좀 막지 마. 길에서 비켜.
Okay, I have 5 skill slots this time.
잘 들어갔네요.
How much lust? We got the 4 lust resonance, so everything is terrible. Got it. I seriously can't clash, so I need... how do I play this? Who do I not care about? You 3. So I block those 2 and hit here. Oh, but I'm actually going to win that clash. Okay, I'm not staggering Heathcliff either way. So I'll go all in on him with my extra skills. So the hope is that, I mean, I'll lose my clash. That's unavoidable. Unless? No, okay. This won't kill me. And then Indicants will... Okay, it did kill me. Oh yeah, Railway 6. I hope we get Railway 6 like next season, which has this battle pass's abnormalities. Okay, I've decided Indicants is a good enough ego to carry a Mirror Dungeon run. That was a pretty impressive showing it had there.
운명의 기운이 공명하는 컬러 힘좀 써줘. 그 공격을 선택한 건 좋았던 것 같네.
It's like maybe Railway 6 will have more original abnormalities and we can fight Yinglong as well as whatever is on Ryoshi's battle pass.
살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면
앞으로도
팔 속에서
그렇게만
뼈가
해주세요.
씹힐 거라고.
You... That really isn't winning? This thing's a 5 plus 12. How is this not favored? I guess it's just because he has sanity. But man, 1 more power.
길 좀 막지 마.
That's MDE for you. Even Don Sinclair's skill 1 can be favored against my egos.
이제 해결사의 전속도 익숙해지셨네요.
힘좀
Watch this unbreakable coin damage, by the way.
본인이 방금 뭘 본 것인가?
Okay, the damage number didn't show up, but it was like, that was probably at least 70 damage.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다. 제가 늘
그간의
말씀드렸죠.
전투 경험이
저는
쓸모가
언제나
없진 않았군.
옳은 말을 한답니다.
살코기 바를 땐
적합한
칼을,
조치였어.
뼈를 자를 땐 톱이지. 시간 끌지 말고.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의
And
능력이
this will
우수하다는
be,
것이 증명되는
yeah,
것 같아.
now we're fine.
다행이군요.
길에서 비켜.
Mirror Dungeon 2 hard was the hardest Mirror Dungeon has ever been. He won that clash? Seriously? Now I'm going to have 4 attack power down against
비켜.
their fluke shoots.
길에서 비켜.
Yeah, Mirror Dungeon 2 hard gave enemies
흐름을
like
뒤집은 건
plus
아니나
2 base power, plus 2 coin power, and some other buffs on the very first turn.
길 좀 막지 마. 별로 힘좀 써줘. 별로 힘좀 써줘.
나라도 그렇게 했을
별로 힘좀 써줘.
그만하면 훌륭하군.
별로 힘좀 써줘. 감동적이지 않을 수 없다. 해결사 연인기에 이런 게 있었지. 별로 힘좀 써줘.
I am taking damage from Courier Trunk. I guess I just need to use an AoE ego last.
가망이었군. 알고 계시겠지만 제 도움은 없을 겁니다. 이건 녹음된 목소리일 뿐일 테니까. 일단 후퇴하고
길
머리를
좀 막지 마.
굴리고
Actually, can this effect kill me?
스스로
That's something I don't know. Is if this directly kills me or if it would leave me at 1 health. I suspect it would kill me. We might be about to find out. 38. Yeah, we're about to find out. Am I dead? Oh no. Yep. Okay.
이렇게 놔둬.
Okay, now I have to get through the Kurikumas again.
쓸모없는 존재야. 아니, 어쩌면
It can kill you.
선택받은
Yep.
내가 아니었어서 내가 나섰더라면
의심, 암귀, 불안과 공포 그런 것들이
길좀
들끓을
막지
때가
마.
가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니까? 지금이 적기인 것입니다.
적군의 함정인가? 물려라. 믿어. 아니, 아직 수는 남았다.
Let's hope I can win this time.
상황이 좋지 않은 건
Ego is
사실이야.
definitely needed here.
하지만 포기하지만 않으면 결국
Ah, yeah, okay, so I didn't
마련이니까.
counter this time, so I did not gain flash power from Clear Mirror.
길 좀 막지 마.
매달고 불태우거라. 끝끝내 뼈조각 하나 남지 않도록. 옳다.
didn't stagger everyone with the double tails roll. But as long as I don't proc the badge,
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 관리자님이
that's not
진화를
hitting me,
집중해서 듣고 있었다는
but it would
결과겠죠.
it would hit me because
이런
it gains
과정들을
attack rate
통틀어
on use.
셀레라고 부른다고 하더군요.
Don't be
긍정적인 변화네요.
deceived.
길 좀 막지 마.
Why is Indicates Pierce? I've never thought about it. Besides, at the beginning, me just expecting it to be blunt. I guess it's like the chains. The chains are kind of pierce damage.
기억해두겠습니다, 단테. 면담에서 치아할 만한 일이 생겼을 때
Oh, Ishmael got staggered by Scarlet Moths. That's actually huge. Because now I can purposely target Heathcliff and like attack unopposed.
길 좀 막지 마. 매달고 불태우거라. 끝끝내 역수가 하나 남지 않도록.
2 Lust and no Invertibles. I think I just stagger them all so it doesn't actually matter. Besides Heathcliff. Wait. I swear I manipulated to hit Heathcliff. Did I mess it up? Oh well. Yeah. This should be fine.
햇불로 힘좀 써줘.
Nothing I can do can avoid Heathcliff from hitting me. Every season is based on a status effect, more or less, that's true.
시간 끌지 말고.
잘 썰렸다.
길에서 비켜.
It's like season 1 is Bleed with N-Corp, season 2 is Tremor, kind of, because of like self-tremor stuff counting. Season 3 was Poise and Bleed. Then we get into the ones that are like solidly season 4 sinking, season 5 Bleed, season 6 Rupture. That is not hitting me. That Faust is a problem. I need her to die. Which means we're going unopposed again.
매달고.
Ryoshu has poise on the base center, but yeah, none of the base centers have charge.
한 번에 몇 개를 손질한 거지.
너도 저것 좀 배워와봐.
Oh, that didn't stagger fast. Look how close it was. Well, there goes the TKT badge.
역시 이곳은 결코 안전해질 수 없나 봐요.
I was really hoping to keep that to protect against Courier Trunks.
금방 다시 나빠지겠지만. Yeah, Faust season could be charged.
효율적인 대처로
It's not like
대체를
the seasons
실시했습니다.
really correlate to the IDs though, like,
기계는
nothing
이별하는
about
날까지
Ishmael says
쉽게
poise or
하잖아요.
bleed to me.
길 좀 막지 마.
그대로만 해주신다면
햇불로
모든
힘좀
제비
써줘.
빠르겠어요.
완전 프레스 튀겼어 나리. 힘좀 써줘. 아니 보이는 게로군. 블루 힘좀 써줘.
나의
블루 힘좀 써줘.
감동적이지 않을 수 없네. 해결사
살코기 바를 땐 칼을 뼈를 다릴 좀 써줘.
동감이
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면
So, okay. There's no way that I die from full health and shield at only 30 Courier Trunks. But I will do an AoE Ego last to full heal.
길좀 막지 마.
32 times 6, yeah, that will not kill me.
블루 힘좀 써줘. 운명의 기운이 운명하는 것 같아. 그 공격을 선택한 건 좋았던 것
개체의
같네.
유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의
약점을
능력이
잘
우수하다는 것이
노리겠습니다.
증명되는 것
블루
같아요.
힘좀 써줘.
다행입니다.
해결사의 종류도 익숙해지셨네요.
블루 힘좀 써줘.
그래도 언제나 추월할 수는 없으니까.
Oh, I almost corroded. Wait, am I going to corrode? This is a mistake.
아플 필요도 없어서.
I mean, corroding into Rhyme Shanks isn't the worst thing ever, as long as I get more than like one. Please tell me I have at least like 4 of my slots with egos here.
이 마지막
3.
돌격에 성패가 달렸네.
Okay.
열쇠에 부딪혔으나 결국 승리의 서사가 우리의 손에 의해 쓰일 것이니.
I cannot clash everything. Well, hope for the best. All I can really do is throw out the turn and hope.
얼어버리면 아플 필요도 없어서.
Needle and thread on that. Good damage, kind of. As long as I live, I can kill him next turn.
아플 필요도 없어서. 얼어버리면 아플 필요도 없어서. 얼어버리면
Corroding and getting only 1 slot out of 7 is probably the worst feeling in this game. That's fine, right? Most of that damage is not on me.
이제
Okay,
아르카나들의 마지막
We did
스프링만
it.
남았어.
we can just attack him all unopposed now.
운명은 마지막에 장난을 치는 법이니까 끝까지 힘내자고. 블루 힘좀
He
써줘.
should die before we kill ourselves. Yeah. There we go.
악당 퇴치 성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도
Not the
꼭
worst
불러줄게.
solo ever. I think that was, I mean, I only had to use ego on the last fight, and that's only because I intentionally went to an awful floor. This ID is apparently perfectly fine for solo. And we hit like 54 Courier Trunks against full stop. That was the highest. I could have probably farmed more there if I was like really going for it. And I think that's the best place to do it, because you can just keep farming health off of kills and staggers with the lithograph there. Yeah, Shatterbound Cannon, thanks for the carry. -9 Starlight. Feels bad. But yeah. honestly, I liked that. That was a relatively fun solo, I would say. Coin reuse is always fun. It's hard to go wrong with a 5,000 damage skill tree. Yes. Deviant Rodion joins the Hall of Solos here. I don't know who I'll do next. Like, I could do Hanafuda Ishmael if I wanted to. But, like, I'm sure a ton of people have been doing that solo. I would like to do something a bit more interesting if possible. For Otis, Sinclair, Dawn, Ish, or Heathcliff. And then whichever one of these I don't do in the next 4 weeks, I will do a solo with their base ID on week 12. Lantern Dawn? I could do Lantern Dawn. Get another 2-star on the board. Because I didn't have any idea for Dawn. I was kind of thinking, like, if I had to just choose now, I would do Magic Bullet Otis, Dawn Office Sinclair, probably Harpooner Heathcliff, Sichun Ishmael, and I have no idea who I would choose for Dawn, but I'm okay with the idea of Lantern. Maybe that will be next week, maybe I'll do something else. Maybe my friend will tell me that I have to do it with Sloshing Ishmael, I don't know. But thanks everyone for showing up to stream, and I will hopefully see some of you next week. Wait, oh yes, the tier list, I can pull that up. Let's see here. Okay, yes. This was with solo in mind, so that's why things like Emerald Elytra are top tier, and I didn't put fusion gifts on here. And I made sure to put all of the non-pack specific stuff before any pack specific stuff. So even though things like False Halo in the second tier here, it's not necessarily better than something like Eyeball, it's just different. I think these are all very good. Oh, and I did this before Blue Star Shard came out. I would put Blue Star Shard up here, that thing is insane. Nebulizer Glazers when Emerald Elytra comes in, it's so good for solos. And this was also, I'll point out, this was based on, like, not taking in mind keywords. So I put Respite down here in the useless tier, but if you are using a Bleed ID, it goes in the top tier. The thing gives you so much free offense level if you have Bleed. But yeah, like, worse economy gifts. I basically try to find every gift in the top 3 tiers when I do solos eventually, and everything else below that I don't care too much about. And then yeah, the worse than useless tier. I have a personal hatred for Paralyze. I don't actually think Reverberation or the Plug are that bad of gifts, but I just prefer to not even have them. It just messes with clashing prediction too much for so little benefit. And then the useless tier are gifts that like can't even activate for solo most of the time. And then these burn ones just get rid of your burn count for minimal damage. You would rather keep the burn on the enemies to activate Charred Disc, wherever I put that. Probably in where it's taking. I'm not seeing it though. Is Charred Disc not on here? No, it's there it is, yeah. The fact that it's instantly removed instead of keeping it between skills, yeah, it's not the same as Ruina. Seeing the collab gifts. Gone but not forgotten. yeah, now for real this time. Thanks everyone for showing up to stream, and I hope to see some of you next week. Goodbye, everyone.